Hey guys, welcome to the Science of the Week. Let's get straight started with the big headline news that there's a new potential vaccine for COVID-19 in the works. It has passed phase 3 trials with 90% efficiency, so absolutely great news for the pandemic. Fingers crossed that that all goes according to plan. I already did a big video about COVID-19 news yesterday, and links to that up above and in description below. But moving on away from that, we also have more science news. Looking to space, we have our first contact with the Voyager 2 deep space probe in over 8 months. This is our first contact with it in that time because the appropriately named Deep Space Station 43 has been down for maintenance, repairs, and upgrades. But quick communications with the Voyager 2 space probe shows that it's doing perfectly well and is still fully functional. So, great news there. Also in space, we see our first measurement of a fast radio pulse coming from within our own Milky Way galaxy. These fast radio pulses are highly energetic events that we've measured before, which are significant also because they're very brief in their time period. They only last for a fraction of a second. So understandably, these rare events are largely unexplained. We've only been able to see a, fairly large handful, but compared to other space events, once again, rare and never before within our own galaxy. Normally we see them being emitted from other distant galaxies. This time we see it being emitted from a magnetar, that is a type of neutron star with a strong magnetic field surrounding it. So we hope that these measurements might give us insight into the event, what causes them. Interesting stuff. I don't know how far we'll get with it, but it's still very cool, at least to me. Back on Earth, there is a bit of depressing news that a group of scientists have calculated that just based on the global food systems, we're going to see an increase in temperatures by 1.5 degrees by the end of the century. The Paris Climate Accord only hopes to see a 2-degree rise overall, so all other industries are going to need to see very rapid decrease in their emissions, or we need to see a new way for our global food system to reduce its greenhouse emissions in order to meet the goals of a 2-degree raise in temperature by the end of the century. Even so, there is always some good news. In criminal justice science, we have a new study which shows that when people miss their dates at court, it's helped greatly if we have highlighted important elements on their court documents and send text reminders to tell them about their court date. There has been opinion research which shows that the average person seems to believe that when people miss their court dates, it's often intentional and potentially malicious in nature, but the experts disagree with that being the case, and this research would strengthen that fact, opinion, theory, to allow us to put more energy and resources towards helping people get to court appropriately rather than punishing them for missing it, which, if it's accidental, is not going to be helpful anyway. Anyway, these are just a few of the science stories which caught my eye this week. Not all of them are necessarily exactly from this week, but recent articles. If you think that I missed something important that I should have commented on, well, comment section down below. Maybe I'll catch it in a later video this week or in my Science of the Week next week. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, like and subscribe so you never miss out. And until next time, see ya.